Hi Leo, welcome back to lovefromaleo. My name is Tay, otherwise known as lovefromaleo, and this is a timeless reading. So whenever you see this message, I really want to set the intention for this video in particular and the others that I upload on this frequency. I want it to be something that really speaks to your soul. So I'll probably call it "To Your Soul from the Messenger," me being the messenger. I've been feeling really refreshed spiritually, and I just feel the need and the calling as of late to just really speak from source for your soul, for your purpose, to kind of help you remember who you are. Two of Wands in reverse. So the first message we have, I heard press play. Press play. In regards to that for Leo, here's clarification. The moon in reverse. I feel like it's interesting because I was just saying remember who you are. With the moon card and the two of wands in reverse, I feel like you're supposed to try to maybe tap into remembering certain memories that you've had from the past, whether this be as deep as past lives or subconscious memories. Things that you may have blocked off purposely or maybe not intentionally. But I feel like there's a calling for you to, because maybe you've gotten through these blockages, or spirit is trying to say you need to try to become more in touch. Like now it's time to really start getting back in touch with who you are, where you come from. And I mean this on a really deep level. So depending on what you believe in, whether that's reincarnation, whether you feel like energy never dies, you just have to keep starting over, whether you believe that you are waking up in the matrix or waking up to get out of the matrix, it's something like that. It's a deep calling for you to, or maybe you've been feeling this. I don't want to say wake up, when people that are woke say that, but it's almost like universe is giving you the go ahead to try to start waking up again. Some of you may have already started this process, but it's never over. You got to keep with it. You know what I'm saying? It's kind of like working out. You can work out a muscle or a body part of your body and it can be perfect. You finally get to your goal, but if you don't keep working on it, it will go back to where it was, which is kind of the whole point of the cycles in life. And when I say life, I mean the whole infinite time of life. Which part of the cycle are you in, Leo? Which part of the cycle are you in? Seven of Cups in reverse. So I feel like you have had these moments where you've been led astray by other people or demonic forces, and when I say demonic forces, I mean energies or entities that are not on the same wavelength as you, or they try to pull you down to a wavelength that is not of your essence, of your true essence. And I feel like this could have been habits, or maybe you just got lost in the material or the earthly aspects of this dimension. Be it your job, maybe you are a super workaholic, which there's nothing wrong with that. You need money to be in this realm, to survive. But there's a distinction between worldly things and then also esoteric exploration and just the spiritual stuff that we're doing right now. So I feel like some of you may have gotten lost in that loop, maybe buried within certain aspects of this 3D realm. Which again, I'm not saying you should never pay attention to it, but I'm saying for this particular reading, we're really focusing on the spiritual soul aspect of things and the soul's evolution. And so I just feel like a spirit is trying to tell you it's time for you to start going towards. And interesting, all of these cards are in reverse. And so with that, I really feel like this is saying press reverse, reverse. Like I said, you're going back so that you can understand and overstand your present. You're going backwards so that in the future, you will actually be elevating. You will actually be spiraling upwards instead of downwards. You get me? Okay. Beautiful. What is there a specific thing from the past that Leo needs to focus on? I'm going to use my past life deck because I haven't used this in a while, but with all of these cards in reverse, I just keep getting the feeling that you're supposed to go backwards. Not you go backwards, but mentally, soulfully, look back and see maybe where you've messed up, or remember who you are. That's what I'm feeling. Remember who you are, medicine man or woman. This card comes up to say that in your past life you were a healer. So for a lot of you watching this video right now, you may in this life still heal in some type of way, whether you're a doctor, a paramedic, or a nurse. You could be even a therapist or a therapist for your friends, you know. But this specifically for your past life, one of them, because there's many, many lives for most of us. So I feel like this is saying you were a spiritual healer, or you were the healer in some sort of way in your life, in your past. So now it's time for you to heal yourself, Leo. Heal yourself. You have the ability to do so. You are able to do the things that you want to do. You are able to be the soul that you see yourself being. You are able to be the inner light for yourself. The inner flame to connect you to a higher flame, because you're a piece of it. But you must remember who you are, and also you have to realize what is it that you need to heal, Leo. This is the question I feel like at this time with the medicine man or woman. There's also a dream catcher here. So I feel like some of you will be able to do this with your dreams. So maybe start paying, especially if you have really, really strong dreams, pay attention to your dreams. That's pretty tricky if you have not practiced the art of dreams or whatever. And that's a whole nother video that maybe I should make a video on, because dream work is how I do a lot of my spiritual work myself. And it's been happening since I was a little girl. So that's one way to truly, truly tap back in. It's also a way to really assess what you're doing in this life and maybe how you could be doing it better. But truly speaking, when you have dreams, it's supposed to be something different. It shouldn't even be of this world if you're spiritually inclined. If it is, then maybe it's just the way of, you know, how your dreams communicate with you, so that you can successfully dissect the signs, because a lot of people look into dreams too literal. So that's why I said I should probably make a video on that. If you're interested in that, make sure you leave a thumbs up or leave a comment down below so I remember. Leo, pay attention to your dreams. Pay attention to your dreams. There's so many messages that I feel like you may be missing, or just kind of letting it go over your head, or maybe you're just like, oh yeah, that was a crazy dream, but you don't really dissect it. It's time for you to really start remembering, Leo. Remembering. Material and spiritual prosperity. So just how I was saying, I feel like some of you may have gotten caught up in the 3D world, realm, whatever. I just feel like there was an imbalance. Like maybe you were super into the material world, but spiritually you had lost touch. This card is telling me that as soon as you start to pay attention, as soon as you start to balance your investment within the 3D realm as well as the higher realm, spiritual realm, whatever you want to call it, there will be a balance, and there will be an abundance, a progression, an acceleration within your material and spiritual wealth. So for some of you, you're not wrong to try to focus on your 3D realm. A lot of the times I feel like when people are successful in the 3D realm as well as being in tune still with their spiritual side, it's because something in the 3D realm that they need to do for others. So for example, if you have a lot of money, or if you have everything you want, you have a good life, a good lifestyle, and you still continuously are in touch with your soul side, your spiritual side, your spiritual nature, I feel like that is to show people in the 3D realm who may be just attracted to the materials, that is to help them see a light within you, but also see that, hey, like they're successful, because to a lot of people, success is, you know, 3D, material, all of that stuff. I hope that makes sense. But what I'm saying is you are supposed to enjoy the fruits of your labor in this life. You are supposed to have the things you want, abundance, material wealth, and all of these beautiful things that this life has to offer. But also know that there's a lot of spiritual wealth that you have potential within yourself that you may have not tapped into, or you're getting ready to, and you're going to start feeling it. It's kind of like, I feel like some of you guys are awakening spiritually, or just going to that next level for yourself and your progression of whatever part of your soul journey that you're on. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And I think as soon as you really start to balance that out, you will start to see so much abundance, beauty, wealth, and all the ways that means for yourself, for your life, for your true soul's purpose. Especially with this being a Leo reading. Leo, you are the embodiment of life. I meant to say light. I don't know why I said life. You are the embodiment of what light is, what love is. The solar plexus chakra, if we're talking about chakras, that's the inner light within someone. Not to say that the other signs don't have that, but I'm saying as Leo, you coming down to this lifetime as a Leo, there is a light that needs to be shown. So you are supposed to be, however you want to have your light, whether that's being luxurious, whether that's being into crystals, whether that's into architecture, whatever it is, you are supposed to enjoy that. You are supposed to see the remnants of that come back to you full circle. But just remember, you also have a very, very healing side to you. At least the people that are watching this video, with this medicine man or woman, you are to heal yourself, because I do feel like there's lots of other people that would be able to heal from your healing. Period. I also feel like for some of you, if you are not necessarily into the holistic healing methods or anything like that, or even if it's just your doctor or something like that, you have a healing frequency to you. So use that. Use that to the best of your ability. Let your inner light show so that other people can benefit from that, because I feel like there's so many people that can benefit from your light. I'm seeing an aura just get bigger and bigger and bigger. And not to say that there's not going to be people that come to you that don't deserve that aura, but just be very, like, once you strengthen your spiritual nature, you will be able to tell what that is anyways with your first eye. You understand what I'm saying? So really, really just tap in. Like, I don't know how else to put that together. Okay, so I wanted to know what does your attitude need to be? How do you need to come across so that you can work on this and strengthen your spiritual side? We got Father of Water. So with Father of Water, I feel like there's a need for you to spiritually cleanse yourself, first of all. Focus on or start cleansing yourself spiritually. Or if you don't know how to do that, maybe research it, or I can even give you tips on how I do it for myself. There's tons of ways to do this, and I feel like most people can kind of find their own way to do it. But if you need help, again, I can make a video on that. There's also a need for you to, there's blockages. I'm seeing like water is being stopped by rocks or something. And we all know water is extremely, extremely powerful. There's a need for flowing to happen. Flowing, like let it flow. But that's major, because I'm not seeing just like a river. I'm seeing like a whole sea. Like, have you ever seen those videos where the water, like tsunamis or something like that? I'm seeing huge amounts and portions of water taking over land, which to me means starting over. Like everything that's there, houses, buildings, whatever, animals, whatever it is, like everything has to be washed out of the way. Everything has to be renewed. Everything has to be rebuilt. And I know that sounds scary, but it just means, I feel like for you, it means spiritually, you really have to start over. Refresh yourself, replenish yourself. For some of you, it just means, damn, drink more water. Replenish, refresh, restart. Let it flow. Be in the water. Physically, but also I feel like that was more metaphorically. Like if you are in that huge tsunami wave, let's say you were a piece of that water, or a person in that's kind of a crazy thought, but imagine if you were a person. There's nothing you can do but go with the flow, because you can't go against a huge current. You can try, but you won't do anything but just tire yourself out. Go with that wave, ride that wave. That's what life really is in the first place. This huge ride where you just keep going, and if you get stuck in it, you just keep going in a loop. Spirit is trying to help you overstand the loop. They want you to still be in the water, but they want you to be able to survive the water, one, but also to look over everything and understand where you're at within that. If that makes any sense. I feel like some people really are understanding what I'm saying, because I feel like it's only for certain people. The next card we have is the Adjustment card. So balance. Right away, what I was thinking, material and spiritual balance. That's what you have to be doing right now, Leo who's watching this video. Find the balance between material wealth, material fun, material enjoyment, as well as spiritual wealth, spiritual fun, spiritual exploration, spiritual evolution. Find your in-between state. Now that's something nobody can really tell you how to do. There's ways for, to become in alignment, but as far as really, really tapping into that, you have to remember who you are, Leo. Remember who you are. not just in this lifetime. I definitely want to stress that it's deeper than that. It's deeper than that. You have to tap in. If you've been like having these feelings of maybe I need to start connecting with ancestors, or maybe I need to learn how to start manifesting, things like that, you just having these weird, not weird, but just different out of the blue feelings of wanting to grow spiritually, learn more spiritually, learn how to protect yourself energetically. It's because your aura is getting bigger, and what is bigger, people are attracted to. Light, people are attracted to light, but there's also demonic forces, possessed people, agents, whatever, that will be attracted to that, Leo. And you as the flame, the fixed flame, you are always going to have the light, but what are you attracting? That's another video in itself. Wow. Beautiful message, Leo. Beautiful message. I'm going to leave it here. Thank you so much for watching this video. I just kind of needed to refresh myself for a second. Beautiful, beautiful message. I hope you like this type of video. Definitely going to start getting back into my more spiritual type of readings, and just information as far as how to protect yourself more energetically, how to expand energetically, and just things that I'm learning as well, because of course we're always learning together. I'm not trying to be a guru. I'm not a person who's telling you what to do. I simply practice my techniques, strengthen my divination, and try to become better and more closer to my higher self, so that I can become, a higher person, a higher being. And with that being said, thank you all so much. I love you, and I will see you in my next video, okay? Bye, Leo.